Hello everybody, I am so excited to share with you my spin on Ree Drummond's Restaurant Style Salsa. She is the pioneer woman, and while she has a great base recipe, I have some changes I make that I think make it even better than hers. So thank you for checking it out. I can't wait to share it with you. It is always a crowd pleaser. Got my helper here. Calvin's hand is helping me with the cans. One very large can of whole peeled tomatoes. I actually tried buying Great Value brand, but they were out of the Great Value whole tomatoes. And then 2 cans of diced tomatoes with green chilies, also known as 2 cans of Rotel. That's the name brand version, but I of course get the Aldi or the Great Value version. My local Aldi is closed right now for renovation, so Walmart it is. Thank you for helping me, bud. So good.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yep. I actually have one too many onions over here, so we're going to quickly disarm this onion. Calvin, please stop. And I just drop the halves in there after I get the peel off. Put that to the side. I'll save that for my vegetable broth. Oh, Calvin, stop. This jalapeno's already been washed off. I'm just taking the membranes out. I don't really worry that I get every bit out, but I don't want most of the seeds in there, otherwise it would make it much spicier, and my kids eat this. So I'm just going to give it a very quick chop. Put that in there as well. Calvin, don't touch that. And then just get myself some cloves of garlic here. This is one of the ways that I vary from Ree Drummond's recipe because she does not call for very much onion or garlic. I use an entire onion. And I think she calls for 1/4 of an onion. Come on, Ree, that's not enough. I might not be the pioneer woman, but I love onion. So.
Like onion.
And my cat's on the counter because why wouldn't it be while I'm cooking? Ugh.
That's a onion. 1, 2, 3. Boop, boop, boop.
Were you counting for me? So that was the 3rd garlic clove, as Cal just told us. Here's number 4. And again, we don't really have to do much because this is all going in the food processor. This is such an easy recipe. I like to make it at least a couple hours ahead of when we're going to eat it so that it can refrigerate all as one. Get down. Now I'm going to stop talking so we can speed this process up. An entire handful of cilantro that's been cleaned off. We're going to drain our cans. Calvin, that's going to hurt Addie if you drop it on her. Recycle, people. Now, I'm going to take this, and I don't measure. She calls for, I think, half of a lime. I like a lot of lime juice. I'm going to start with the sugar because I don't want to put cumin in my sugar. That would be weird. But we go a 1/2 teaspoon on the sugar. I put a 1/2 teaspoon in twice, so a teaspoon of cumin. And then, this is very important, my husband and I both agree we need to use 1.5 teaspoons of salt, way more than what the Pioneer Woman calls for in this recipe. Otherwise, we just don't think the flavors really stand out. I don't know if it's because we add so much more onion and cilantro and garlic than what she calls for that the salt isn't enough otherwise. But nonetheless, we add 1.5 teaspoons of coarse ground salt. And that's everything. So, put this lid on. And we're going to switch over to this side now. Hi. I'm going to do it again. So now what I do is I get 2 containers. One is for the rest of the week. One is for the dinner we're using it for because we'll be dipping in this. And I don't want to dip in something that's going to last us for more than a night. You know, we are family, but I still would rather not dip in like a massive. This is a lot of salsa. So if we just dip in that, eventually by the end of the week we'd have half a bag of chips in there. So there you go. That is Ree Drummond's Restaurant Style Salsa with an apple in it. You guys, I just want to share. I can't make this stuff up. There you go, Kyle. Ah! Seriously, if you're a mom, you understand. If you're not a mom, just prepare yourself. Okay, so I'm going to try this. You want one? Okay. So just to know, we are the only ones eating this. Otherwise, I'd be really upset that he threw it and happy and apple out of there. But we are family. We're just going to go with it. And it's very delicious. It will be a little spicy for him, but it's so good. And this will be great.